Nice big breakfast, sir. Nice big breakfast. No, they won't give you a cereals on 30 miles. Nice big breakfast. Make sure you get strapped down, you sirs. You've got any plates, Scott? Plates.
Everybody's a little bit nervous. I don't think anybody slept particularly well last night. It was really hot in the accommodation.
It's going to be everybody's combined effort. Stacks of
Some chap shouldn't even be walking that alone, 30 miles.
I've had it nice a couple of times yesterday, my ankle, and it's been heavily strapped up, so I can't actually move it very well. I just hopefully it'll hold out.
Yeah, I don't reckon I've ever walked 30 miles, let alone run 30 miles in my life. So, nervous. I don't think anyone isn't.
What are you prepared to do in order to get through this success?
My hands and knees.
You're the only man here who looks like he's done 30 miles before he starts, Mr. Ray.
Well, I'm always this ugly. I didn't get any sleep last night. Just could not sleep. But I don't feel too bad overall, apart from the old ankle, but that's by the by.
You're looking forward to it, though, Mr. Coulson.
I've waited for this moment for a very long time.
Well, Mr. Coulson, since you're looking forward to it so much, you've got 10 seconds to go.
Excellent. On your marks.
Mr. Fothergill, get with them.
Yep, sir.
Table.
Well, let's get some of these fluids down the neck. Straight in there. Fruit, flute.
I say get it down. Sip it, sirs. Don't gulp it.
I'm rapidly running out of painkillers.
You're running out of painkillers.
I've got about 2 left.
Let's go.
For those who make it in time, there waits the Green Beret, the symbol of graduation into one of the world's most renowned fighting units. It's no macho stunt. In the Falklands War, this man, Brigadier Andrew Whitehead, marched 4-5 commando the entire length of West Falkland, each man carrying 120 pounds. When they got there, they had a battle to fight. Ainsworth hobbles on in the wake of that tradition.
They've got a problem because they made a navigational error on the first leg, which slowed them down. They're also carrying a guy who we knew is injured, so they are pretty pressed. I mean, they've been running for 4 hours 21, and they really need to complete the next leg in about the next 35 minutes if they'd have a fighting chance of getting in.
What happens if they don't?
Quite simple. They go around again. We have to do a rerun.
Top up your water bottles over there on the left. Get the pies down you. It's important to eat the whole of the pie.
Mr. Phillips.
It may slow you down. Okay. Don't.
All right. Mr. Mace.
Don't back. Give it a quick.
Down, sir.
Get yourself a pasty.
Hot wets over at door.
Hot wet over here, tea, sirs, on the left. There's the orange and the water in the centre.
What I'm intending to do now is to actually speak to the instructor, probably pull back the one guy who's through no fault of his own is injured, to give the others at least a fighting chance of getting in. I mean, they can still do it, but they're going to have to work damn hard.
But Ainsworth refuses to be pulled out, and such is the team spirit now that his colleagues wouldn't drop him anyway.
First syndicate has got 8 minutes.
Come on, men, well done. Well done.
Come on, sirs, heads up, come on.
Okay, well done, men, that's terrific.
Straight in, over there, straight into the field. Straight into it.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Head to the field.
Well done, guys.
Good effort, good effort.
Sirs, listen in. Okay, so drop your kit where it is. In syndicates. Well done, one section.
You aged me 20 years, you buggers. Well done.
Well done, sir. Well done. Well done.
You're an auto.
Good effort, sir. Well done. Good effort.
Kenworthy? Keep the radio there and everything, okay? So
Where are you, men?
Well done, men. Well done.
Good effort, sir. Well done. Straight in. Straight in.
Well done, Jake. Well done.
Heads up.
all the way.
Well done, sir.
Syndicate 2, son.
All right, lads. What's it like being a young troop commander now? With green hats on your head. Leading men, 30 of them.
Pretty good, son.
What it's all about, sir, isn't it? Guts, determination, effort.
But they really pulled it out of the bag,
Yes.
didn't they?
Yes.
Surprised us all.
Absolutely.
Beat the enemy.
A few worried officers, weren't there?
Beat the enemy. The enemy is the clock.
Well, we haven't got
End of the
there
year,
yet,
of
so we've got another syndicate, another 2 syndicates to come.
right.
So
Okay. Well done.
won't crack out the champagne just yet.
Well on, Slack. That's a fine time. Sir.
And the verdict is...
it's worth it. You get us past it at the end.
Don't taste how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
That was some nice fishing, yeah, down at Hexford. Did you see that, George?
I saw the heron and the buzzards and everything, yeah.
Did you? Yeah. We had skylark today, lapwing.
Hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
What can you compare it?
Nothing on earth.
The Chopman's got his shonk on camera again.
Not bad, eh, son? Still composed at the end of 30 miles.
Andrew Coulson, the man who said he'd crawl it on hands and knees if necessary, has missed the deadline by just 10 minutes.
Don't worry, matey.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Okay, sir, let's take him straight in the gate, give him some water, give him get a hot wet down here.
Yeah?
Come on, here, come on.
Sir. It's all sorted out.
Hey?
Sorted out, sir.
Good.
The following week, Coulson did a remarkable thing. He ran the 30 miles again, won his Green Beret, and resigned from the Marines the very next day.
You want to walk around to the back of the trolley just to sit for a second or two in the shade? Go down if you can.
So what else is there to do now?
Try and stand to attention in front of the brigadier.
Arms up, sir.
Look left, The award of the Green Berets to YO, September 1987. Second Lieutenant Ainsworth.
Good effort. You're in first and when you say, hold up. Good effort.
Well done, sir.
Second Lieutenant Amos.
Were you in 4-5 again?
That's it. Away you go. Well done, sir.
Ainsworth's literally staggering performance means that of the 29 men who started the course 10 months ago, 19 have passed. The yomping may be over for a while, but the learning goes on. The Marines now put to sea with the Royal Navy. HMS Intrepid is a kind of floating fortress that can transport 400 men, tanks, arms and equipment to any part of the world.
We've been able to welcome you to a real fighting arm of the Royal Marines, HMS Intrepid. Do enjoy a glass with us. It's our pleasure to have you here and hope you're having a nice break and whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. And tomorrow we'll try to arrange rain and snow for you. But in the meantime, enjoy a quiet passage down the west coast and have a beer. Nice to see you all.
You will get well.
Intrepid is no mere training ship. It first proved its value in a new form of strategic warfare in the Falklands campaign. In their role as specialist amphibious infantry, the young officers now have to master a whole new range of dangerous toys: helicopters, landing craft, and the high-speed rigid raiders. What they're attacking, for the moment, are some deserted islands in the Hebrides. The unique idea of officers training alongside their men creates a strong bond between the leader and the led. An officer corps built on the class system would not be appreciated.
I get this impression that the type of officer the Corps is recruiting now is quite different from even 7 or 8 years ago. And that they're now looking for the right qualities: leadership, determination, courage, fitness, unselfishness, all the real qualities of a leader, rather than maybe somebody who's come from the right school and speaks with the right accent. And now they're getting guys who really, on the face of it, you wouldn't think would be a Royal Marines officer. They're sometimes the best guys. You know, that the recruits, or the Marines that will be soon, can identify with him, and they'll follow him anywhere.
As they head off for the next stage of their careers, they now have to sustain that rapport without undermining discipline. Here's John Ross taking his first ever inspection.
How you going? Feeling okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. It's the first time I've done it, and I'm not so sure of the standards at which I should set my, let's say, my ferocity for the level of dirt. How angry you're meant to get for one piece of fluff. Find anything all right?
Fine, sir. Yeah.
Good. I have this sort of paranoid feeling that maybe I'm not quite perfect. I keep thinking, you know, maybe I've got some bit of fluff on me and they're going to look at me and think. You just have to overcome that and go for it, really.
you look at a guy, and if he's up to the required standard, then you let him know that, you know. And if he's above it, you know, say, well done, good turnout. And the next guy, who may well be below, and you give him the same sort of treatment, and bollock him.
So delegate down.
You can't learn authority from a book. It comes from experience, and the Royal Marines have a theatrical way of teaching it.
Sir, I am PO 12345 Mike Corporal Bulmer.
So, hold it a minute, Corporal Bulmer. Just stand a metre further back from my desk.
Sir!
Start all over again and keep the noise down, OK?
Sir, I am PO 12345 Mike Sergeant... wrong. I'll never be a sergeant at this rate, will I, sir? Corporal Bulmer.
Very good, Corporal Bulmer. Right, what have you come to see me about?
Right, sir, it's about this 365A. Do you mind if I stand at ease, sir? Thank you. Right, sir.
Corporal Bulmer, stand to attention. I will tell you to stand at ease when that is required, OK?
OK then, sir, if that's
Carry
where you
on.
want us to be. Right, sir, it's about this report. What's this loud and exuberant supposed to mean? Dictionary fall open on that page, did it, sir?
Loud and exuberance.
What precisely, sir? I mean,
Precisely
me.
describes the manner within which you've just come into my office.
Keen, sir, that's the trouble. They're you, straight out of training, you reckon you know it all. But they teach you down officer training wing these days.
I'm qualified to write that. Not only that, the company commander is qualified to read it and endorse it, which he has done. So how can you argue
He wouldn't have endorsed it, sir, if you hadn't writ it, would he? Now,
No,
you
but-
writ down there, sir,
but he
perfectly
would endorse
slagging
it.
me off, sir. Ruining my career, sir. I mean, they're you in what, for a few years?
At the moment,
I've got another
Corporal,
10 years
your
to serve
career
you, sir.
deserves to be ruined. OK, do you understand?
Well, no, sir, I don't at all.
You're in serious
He's
trouble
threatening
at the
me, sir,
moment.
Sergeant, he's threatening me. Getting up to hit me, sir.
No, I wasn't getting up to hit you, Corporal. Stand him over. Stand him over.
Stand me, that's right, thin me out, go on, get me out of the office, just because I'm getting to my next point.
Well, get outside. I'm going to go...
Well, that's very nice, isn't it? Oh, thin me out.
All right, overplayed, you know, overacted. I mean, obviously, Corporal Sergeant Bulmer is in the wrong profession, but I mean, it still does illustrate a number of points, right? What's the first thing in that sort of an interview?
Take control. He was getting too mixed up rather than just shutting up.
Take control. You've got to hold the upper hand, obviously.
It's end of term at Lympstone. The young officers prepare for the summer ball, still doing the donkey work themselves, while awaiting their final reports. 10 months ago, Jim Trotman was apprehensive about ever making it.
I was worried how I would react under pressure when pressure was placed on me, especially in the field. That's where the Royal Marines' job is, in the field, not so much on the parade square nowadays. And I was worried about my ability to how I'd cope with the field, basically. How I'd cope with orders, pressures of leadership, I suppose.
So what I'd like to do is read you your report. Okay. Trotman's consistent performance in Part 2 training established him as one of the top men in the batch. Affable, sincere, and with some humility, Trotman's greatest asset is his personality.
I'm different, really. I work the military way, and when you go back into civilian life, you don't really feel part of it. My mother said to me that she can see me having enormous problems adjusting back. That's why I only joined for a short service.
The only criticism one could offer is that occasionally he might be taken advantage of. The contest for the Sword of Honour was fierce, and he missed it by a whisker. An excellent year for this able young man.
In some ways, you tend to look down upon people in civilian life because they've not done what you've done. And I try to stop myself from doing that because that's wrong. In some ways, I do find myself comparing. I mean, I don't know, a place with lots of other people, parties or whatever. Nightclubs used to be a great one at Christmas, first Christmas Eve. You go home, you think, look at them, nobbins, you think, no, civvies. And then you think, well, hang on, I'm the odd one out here. It's not them, it's me, I'm different. Why am I thinking like that? And I didn't used to think like that, and I did at Christmas. So, and what I did between the summer and Christmas is join the Marines.
been an unusual education, compounded of fear, indignity, fatigue and unrelenting pressure. And it's produced 19 examples of precisely what the Royal Marines intended to produce. Officers with brains, courage, resilience and endurance. Battles are not fought to Union hours. They've even learned how to wash their socks, and the man who taught them that, Sergeant Major Williams, returns for their passing out parade. The wrath of God is now a paragon of civility.
This horrible... I remember when one batch they marched off, there was an officer with his collar out here.
Sergeant Major, sorry, I got that wrong last time.
No. Congratulations. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Glad to see you've done very well, actually. Where are you going?
Comanche.
Good. Okay. Well, okay, I just hope it stops raining, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm a bit worried about your technique. That'll be all right.
Sam Brown's looking gleaming. That's all right, isn't it?
Yes, smashing, yeah. Good job. Yeah, fine.
So there'll be no problems there.
Well done, Miss Van Horse.
Thanks very much.
I mean, that's sincerely, okay? So I must admit, when you first came here, you know and I know, I didn't think you'd be here today. And you've obviously come through at the end and done very well. And it's not because your dad's a colonel. All right, I know that, and you know that, and I'm sure everybody else knows that. All right, so where are you going?
Thanks very much.
Where are you going?
4-5.
Good. Best of luck to you. All right, best of luck for the rest of your career, all right?
Thanks very much.
Keep going.
I don't really think so much of God, Queen and Country and even personal challenge and things like that. It's let's get the hell out of here.
When I was at home this weekend, I was just looking through my bookshelf at home and I came across the POC recruiting magazine and I read through it, all the things that it said about YO training, and it was rubbish. Yeah, I was reading through it and it brought back the feelings I had before I joined, not really knowing what was going to happen, and it glamorised the whole thing. And that is one thing that training is not.
Don't come here trying to clock up all the sort of great scout badges, like thinking I must be a great canoeist. I've got to be captain of the first 15 at rugby. I've got to be an all singing, all dancing, lead from the front, sporty, that sort of individual. It comes across a little bit too harshly. I think you've got to come here with an open mind, and you've got to be able to keep that mind open while you're here. That's the important thing. You can play the hard, slightly detached, sort of officerly-like image, and lean on a little bit of unapproachability, so that obviously the message won't come through to you that the troop isn't, or whoever isn't performing as well as it should. And I hope I'll never let that happen. You've got to keep in touch with the blokes. They're very important. And if you're not in touch with them, then, heaven help you on the day of the race.
I'm patriotic, but I'm not doing the job for that reason. I'm doing it for, as I said, leading people, really. We're not all right-wing thugs, as people make out. And especially, I think people do try and encourage us to think about the things we're doing. Sometimes you have to do things which are wrong in the eyes of many, but you do it because you've joined up and that's what you're supposed to do. I perhaps have a slightly childish, I suppose, idea of heroism and this sort of thing. But and I think I'll also get some sort of kick out of it. That makes me sound like some sort of pervert, but I think again it goes back to the leading bit, leading guys in action. It's the worst possible situation you can ever lead anyone in, and to be good at it would personally make me feel in my own mind that I've done a pretty good job, and I've done something which is much harder than what a lot of other people do.
I just hope it stops raining.
I don't think there's any chance of that.
The Sword of Honour is presented by Lieutenant General Sir Martin Garrett, Commandant General of the Royal Marines.
Sir, the young officer batch of September 1987 is fallen in 3 ranks at open order and awaits your inspection.
The Royal Marines Sword of Honour, awarded by the Admiralty Board and presented by Wilkinson Sword to the most outstanding young officer of his batch, Acting Lieutenant Van der Horst.
I don't in myself think I'm far and away the best. I think I'm one of the best in the batch, but I think it could have gone another way.
Very much. Very much so. Thank you very much, sir.